I'm revealing the 5 biggest mistakes most adults make when practicing the piano. Over the years, I've helped dozens of adults build their skills and confidence at the piano, and honestly, these are the same 5 mistakes I kept seeing over and over again. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly what those mistakes are and how to fix them so you can start making progress at the piano today. Number 5 is not having a plan or a long-term goal. If you're an adult and you're restarting your piano journey, you want to have something to shoot for. You want to have something down the road that you hope to achieve. A lot of times adults will decide they want to play the piano again, but that's pretty much where their plan ends. And it's really not a good idea to go into it with such a loose idea of just being able to play the piano. Right? This is a very broad concept, playing the piano. So I advise having some sort of a plan, a long-term goal, such as I want to play this classical piece that I've always loved, or I've learned this piece in the past and I really liked it. I want to learn that again. Or I want to be able to play by ear really well, or I want to be able to play these 3 pop songs really well. Something like that. It can change as you learn the piano, but it's always good to have something to work toward. This is video 3 of my 30-day piano challenge, during which I'm going to practice for 15 minutes every day. My goal with this challenge is to improve my piano skills in preparation of a concert that I am performing in December. I noticed lately that my skills are lacking a little bit. They've fallen flat, and I really want to sharpen them back up, and that's what this challenge is about. Number 4 is not having a consistent practice plan. It is so important to make sure that you practice regularly. And what I mean by that is not necessarily every day, but consistently enough so that you are going to see your progress. So you want to aim for a minimum of 3 to 4 times a week. And I think the ideal number of days is 5, and 6 is kind of a bonus. The reason consistency is so important is it helps you remember what you did in your last practice session. It helps you build on the same skills that you worked on in the last session and see progress that much faster. Mistake number 3 that most adults make when practicing the piano is not having a routine. And what I mean by that is the same time of day or similar time of day every day when they sit down to practice. The ideal time of day for everyone is going to look different. So whatever time of day works best for you and your family, I encourage you to try and stick to that same time frame every day. You're going to find that after establishing this regular routine, it's going to almost seem like part of your day is incomplete if you don't have your practice. And you're going to be blown away by the amount of progress you can make just by having this routine in your day. The third mistake I see adults making is a focus on quantity instead of quality. And what I mean by that is a lot of people think that a very long practice session is going to be beneficial to them. And because it's so long, they don't feel like doing it every day and they can't fit it into every day. And you see where I'm going with this. Now you don't have the routine and the consistency and you're not making progress at the piano. If you're one of those people who tries to fit in 1 or 2 long practice sessions per week, if this sounds familiar, try cutting your practice session down to about 15 minutes per day at regular intervals during the week at the same time of day. And I think you'll notice a huge difference. And speaking of quality and not quantity, I'm going to dive into my 15-minute practice right now. And let me tell you what we're doing today. My warm-up today is going to be the scale of A major, along with some chords, some arpeggios and things like that. And then I've decided for my musicianship today, I'm going to do some improv. So we'll see what happens with that. And I'm also going to pick some of my choir songs to focus on and practice specific things out of those pieces. Since my scale today is A major, I'm going to do some improv in the key of A major. was I just played some chords, and the chords that are in A major. I tried them in a few different combinations, and I just made up a melody in the right hand that I thought might sound nice. And I just sort of played around with that for a little while until I had something that I liked. And then my 15 minutes was almost up. I have some duets that I'm playing for the choir. So I ran through my primo part, I'm playing the upper part in the duet, and that was my practice session today. So I didn't have the same sort of focused goals on each piece today. Instead, I chose to run a few pieces all the way through because I didn't have the time left, but I still feel good about my practice because that improv was just so fun and actually sort of inspiring. It was a little kind of enlightening. I don't know, it's a sunny day and like it was a beautiful key, and so I'm happy with that. I feel good about that, and I think that's what your piano practice should make you feel like. We've made it to the number one biggest mistake most adults make when practicing the piano, and that is being too hard on themselves. Nearly every single adult that I have ever worked with makes this mistake. They come to me and they immediately apologize for not practicing well enough, not practicing hard enough, having it sound better at home, playing wrong notes in front of me. If playing the piano is something that you want to do and that brings you joy, then just do it. Don't be too hard on yourself because playing the piano is just for you. It's something you do for yourself, so enjoy the process. So speaking of being too hard on yourself, I'm going to tell you another reason why I'm doing this challenge. And it's not only a piano challenge for me, but it is a YouTube challenge because in the past, I have done faceless videos of just my hands playing on the piano and I have not shown my face because I don't like being on camera. So this is a huge challenge for me, and I think it's important because I have so much I want to share with you guys, and not all of it can be shared well by just showing my hand. So I'm challenging myself to show my face on camera for the next 30 days, and wish me luck. That's all I have to say about that. Join me in my next video where I will share the 7 essentials that you need in your piano practice room.